Me and Justin rented this whole theater. Today we're watching Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
Did you get it? We're watching Mean Girls.
I tried Viagra for the first time.
Coffee's for people who can't cut. No, fuck that. That's your sock wardrobe.
I'm going to jail.
Freaking pretentious. Got you. Listen up. Welcome to the Justin Ian podcast.
This just in. We're getting reports that two boys are doing a podcast on a Spider-Man movie that's very trendy right now. Are they doing a great job talking about it? Of course not. But welcome here back at InfoWars, where we're going to tell you about a whole bunch of things like conspiracy theories and things you should do, like follow the Justin and Ian podcast on Instagram, like our sound and stuff on Spotify and YouTube's. Please and thank you. Otherwise, Alex Jones is going to come out of his basement because we stole his studio from him. Everyone in the tinfoil hat. Oh my God, Alex Jones is back. He's coming. Okay, like and subscribe. Bye.
Bonjour. Wow. Welcome back to the podcast.
Mean Girls.
You know, in reality,
Yeah.
it's only been, you guys haven't missed much, but me and Ian haven't recorded since November.
Oh my God.
No, I lied. We recorded at the beginning of December. Now it is
Still, it's
end
like
of December.
the month. The month is gone.
It is. The month has been gone. We have.
What happened,
We
man?
are now new hair people.
New hair people. I went fucking orange again.
And I have bangs.
Kind of working into a mullet.
No, don't say that.
Bang mullet.
No, I'm going to shave the back now.
Bang,
You
kiss,
said that.
kiss.
So we watched Mean Girls, as you saw. I rented out the theater for Ian because I wanted to give him a true cinematic experience.
Yeah, because I've never seen Mean Girls, apparently.
Yeah, and I haven't seen Mean Girls apparently either.
Yeah, but so yeah, it was a great time.
It was a little overkill to put IMAX for Mean Girls, but you know what?
Yeah, you really heard it when
Yeah.
Regina George got crushed by that bus at the end. That really happens. I know you actually haven't seen it. That's happened. She gets hit by a bus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Crushed.
No, I mean, I don't know what other notes to reference from the movie.
Insert the bus scene right now. But yeah, it's when you look it up and edit it, you'll laugh because it's fucking crazy. But yeah, no, me and Justin, if we seem a little low energy, because
We've been out a whole
it's
day.
been it's like 5 p.m. right now, and we
I have
just
boogers in my nose.
You're wasting them? Oh my God, bro. I'm like a piggy bank for boogers. Like Sandman. We watched Spider-Man. Segue. And wow.
Trains.
Boy. Oh yeah, there were tons of trains.
Tons of trains. Magic trains.
Magic trains. No sex trains though.
Oh, I was out nowhere.
The six villains didn't just bang
was-
each other. 5?
Yeah, there was only 5.
Damn it.
Well,
we
we
count
can't
Doctor
count.
Strange as a villain.
Oh.
Oh. Well, at the time of this coming out, it's gonna be like a week.
If you were isolated in this room, you wouldn't be able to tell what season we are in because it's been the same thing.
Yeah.
You don't have decorations.
Yeah, no, I feel like it.
I mean, I would expect you to at least like put like something on Frank, like a
hat or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe like an elf on a shelf. You know what's funny? If I put stuff up on the wall, I really wanted it because before this, it was just a blank square.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was like in an insane asylum.
Asylum.
I heard the voices getting louder, telling me to talk about. Remember that whole Astro Boy bit? I don't even know what that was. That
was just
was the voices. They were.
You've also had another interaction with the voices. With Split. That was the first time the voices came out.
Oh my God, I don't even remember that bit either. It was scary.
I'm really disappointed that bit didn't go viral.
Yeah, we've been popping. Yeah, update the people. We've been going off on Reels, man.
And I really don't like that the TikTok.
The clips that are going off are funny.
No. The
dick
clip
ones.
that got the most, went off the most, is the dumbest joke possible.
Yeah.
I've met some new people like recently, well, not really me, like whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's a content creator. He had a reel go viral. I'm like, oh, they're like, oh, well, what's in the reel? I'm like, oh, I made a joke where I said that all people had penises and then some people just had long hair and a penis.
There was no such thing as girls. Girls are a myth.
Yeah, that was the joke. And they're like, oh, that went viral.
Who introduced you as that?
No, not really introduced. They're like, oh, so what do you do? I'm like, oh, nothing. I just do a podcast. And they're like, oh, and then it just eventually leads up to, but girls don't have penises.
It was like, yeah.
I mean, girls have a penis, and hair.
And hair. And then it's like, oh, that's the joke?
Yeah, that's not it. I'm really disappointed that's the one that popped up.
I'm sorry. But yeah.
Okay, let's
been
just
so
get this
long.
out of the way.
Okay.
On the way here, I was thinking of the pasta meter so we can get the pasta meter off the ripped off.
I was thinking about that too, man.
So I was saying 2 servings.
You did do 2 servings.
2 servings. Wait.
Oh.
2 servings and then another serving in a few months.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for me, I definitely would just finish the pot. Whatever, how many amount of Spider-Man pot there is, I'd eat it. The whole thing and the pot. That's how
Wow.
much I like it. I would even like break multiverses, conquer those where Ian hasn't even met the pot yet, steal his pot and eat it.
He doesn't even get to meet the
He
pot.
doesn't get to meet the pot. I get the pot.
Wow.
That's how much.
That's very
multiversal pot.
That's
a new
multi-pot.
multi-pot.
Like a crock pot.
Like,
I swear that's
ooh.
what the name of like a crock pot feature is, like crock pot, multi-pot feature.
Maybe that makes it can boil a crawfish.
Why did you go with, have you ever had a crawfish?
I have. They're good.
Oh, okay.
You ever had a crawfish?
No.
They're like little lobsters, little cute little lobsters with little pictures. And you suck the soup out of their head and go. Yeah, pretty much. It's like you ever seen like you ever seen like in Fortnite, you just like a chug shield.
Oh, it's like in Venom where he bites their heads off and then he sucks their bodies.
Even though there's no blood in Venom somehow.
No one has blood in Venom world.
Yeah, I guess not. The only blood I've ever seen was Carnage blood.
Or I guess it's like a Star Wars, where you know how when they get cauterized so they can't bleed.
Yeah.
Except that one time where that guy like bleeds a lot.
Or that one time where the guy touches Finn's face and there's just blood on his helmet.
Yeah, it's inconsistent.
Yeah.
No, but he got shot with
You know
a
what is
laser bullet.
inconsistent? The Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
I would say it's like a view.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a view.
I think it's been a very.
Even no. It would definitely went like, ooh.
What's your favorite?
Like the last one was my favorite, but like, spoilers. We're going in on the spoiler territory of Spider-Man.
We're gonna
No Way
yeah.
Home.
We're gonna ease into it a little bit though. Let's just. Are we?
Oh yeah. So comparison to the other Spider-Mans, I like this one the most. Not the other Spider-Man. The other
the Holland verse.
The other Mumsu.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's.
Msu.
Yeah.
What's the
I
rating?
rewatched. Sorry, it goes this one, Homecoming, then Far From Home.
I think I actually. Yeah. No. Yeah.
I liked.
Yeah. I agree.
Far From Home a little bit, but in the moment, I think I liked Far From Home more. But then now
Looking back.
watching it, I think I liked Homecoming a little bit more
Yeah.
because it was a lot more
Spidey.
spider. Not real. It was more like not as extravagant as like.
It was very simple.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
It was also the introduction one, so you know.
so innocent, so pure. No, I think
So bright, so clean.
I think what makes the first one and the last one work for me the most is like it's very much a very Spider-Man
Webby.
for very different reasons. You know, the very first one is very like friend your neighborhood Spider-Man, do a flip, and then in this one it's more like, well, this is like the most.
This just has the no. I lied. Spider-Verse has more Spider-Man.
This is, to me, it felt like the most Spider-Man-y, the way the character has been portrayed on screen.
Oh,
Just the way his attitude is, and he's like, we gotta help these guys, even though they're all villains. Like, that's super Spider-Man right there. That's like very
super Spider-Man.
super Spidey right there. Like if Tom Holland ripped his Spider-Man costume underneath, it'd be
Too much.
it'd be another Spider-Man costume underneath
Oh,
because he's super Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah. Or this is a Superman suit under his Spidey
He
suit.
rips it off, and then it's fucking.
This is Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
Oh, where's your mustache?
Yeah. Just forcibly curls a mustache. It's like the episode of SpongeBob. I think they do that in SpongeBob.
Yeah, they do.
In the movie, yeah. It's like, you want to see a mustache?
Oh yeah, that biker guy.
The biker guy. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
deep cuts all around.
I think his name was like Dennis or some shit. That was like a very
It was so regular.
regular name.
Yeah,
Hey, Dennis.
Dennis. Oh god.
It's Dennis.
Okay, back to Spider-Man, another S movie.
Yeah.
You can go first, Ian, since you're the freshest boy of it.
Yo, man, I had expectations. I've been spoiled. I'm just going to say I was spoiled by YouTube and my own inhibitions and my own inability to not control myself looking at pictures. But that sounds like I have a porn addiction. But
Yo, that was what a framing was that?
yeah. But
Just to need that in context.
yeah, legit. But I, even though I knew everything, it still hit, man. All the points hit like beat for beat. Like I knew Toby and Andrew were coming, obviously, but it still hit when I saw them come on screen. It's still, I knew Ned was gonna have powers. I'm still glad. It still
That's
was
the weird.
amazing.
Out of all the things you knew that he was gonna have powers.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of pissed when I saw the spoiler. I'm like, oh, he's using the sling ring. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? But you know, it's very
Well, you
interesting.
got a really interesting serving of spoilers.
Yeah. But yeah, no, man, I don't know, man. I just like this movie because I did watch. I was telling Justin earlier. I watched all of them from like Raimi to Mark Webb to who
John Watts.
John Watts. Like I watched all of them.
Is it John
And-
Watts or John Waters? John Watts.
It's Watts. I watched all of them in orders, and some people I heard some critics saying it's just very fan servicey. I don't give a shit. I think people knew exactly what they were getting into, and it fucking worked for me. I loved it.
It was satisfying Spider-Man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like there's worse fan service out there in any connected cinematic, like Star Wars Force Awakens. I don't think that was good fan service. It was just fan service to be fan service.
Yeah, there was no connectiones.
There was like no real thing to the plot. It's like, remember that old chess game they used to play?
Kaborg.
Kaborg, look. Remember? And it's like, okay.
Remember the Falcon?
Yeah, remember that? Remember when everyone used to call the Falcon a piece of shit? Now she's doing it.
Remember when they went to space?
Remember when Chewbacca said, remember?
Wow, that's actually really...
Thank you. No, that was a better raw yawn.
You sound like a pork.
Yeah, the pork. But back to Spider-Man. It was
Spider-Man.
It was great. I don't know, man. It was just so great.
Ian, this is spoiler territory. Spoiler.
I can go off.
I don't
guess.
like how. Oh man, I'm sorry. Just on another tangent. Like in
Yeah.
Call of Duty, when you can start shooting people, it goes like weapons free. So it doesn't make sense for me to go spoiler free because that's the opposite of what we're trying
Yeah,
to do.
yeah. Spoilers. Oh shit.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Okay,
You know how like
Ian.
weapons hot? Spoilers hot.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That's
Interview me about this. Do you have any points? How did you feel about going this a second time?
It's not about me right now.
Okay, it's about me and my experience.
This is the Justin and Ian podcast. This is the
I
Ian part.
just want to say, man, Tom Holland killed it acting wise.
Everyone acted the balls off.
Anyway, everyone acted the asses off, but bro, Tom Holland, when this is the most furious I've ever seen him in these movies.
Furious.
He did not pull his punches at all. And I liked how oh my god, there's just so much I want to talk about.
That's why I'm asking you to do it.
When Andrew came back and he's like, I lost someone too. I thought he was gonna say Ben, and he's like, I lost Gwen. I'm like, oh, I guess Uncle Ben meant fuck all to you, but whatever.
I just pissed on his grave.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, Uncle Ben, I love the girl more than you. Anyways,
Well, I feel like, he fucked. Well, I guess because he like fucked
that's
up.
true.
Boy.
That was in his hands. That was more his
Like,
fault.
actually.
Yeah. But it's yeah, man. When he did that, and he went into this thing that other movies couldn't get into because got canceled.
Interestingly, yeah, but it's interesting. Yeah, go.
It just revealed a lot of like other
Oh yeah, where it
points to
could
that
have
character,
gone.
Where it could have gone. Like he says in the movie, he's like, after Gwen's death, I got better a bit, but then I slipped and I stopped pulling my punches, which implies he was like brutalized. Batman in
I am Spider-Man,
bro.
Man.
I am Spider-Man. People would like it.
But it's so funny because he has like the nice cheery costume, and then I'm surprised he didn't
Yeah.
come out with like. I'm surprised
Grizzled.
that none of their costumes. Obviously, none of their costumes are gonna change from their last movie, but
Yeah.
like. A
little different.
Interestingly, I think Toby's costume was consistent throughout all three, basically.
Yeah, the spider emblem just changed it. That's
but
it.
Andrew's was the biggest.
Yeah. Imagine Andrew came out in Spider Noir. It's like,
Something
oh
like
my
that.
God, what happened? But
But I'm surprised. Yeah, he got the same cheery costume.
It's so funny, man. Like another thing I liked about it, all three Spider-Mans, all great. I love the way they wrote them because it was so meta. It was almost very meta. It was like, oh, the older Spider-Man teaching them, kind of giving them confidence, like,
and then the middle child Spider-Man being a middle child
yeah,
Spider-Man.
Andrew like kind of personifying the
middle child
love-hate shit that people have with his Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
people are like, he's bad, he's good, and he even goes like, I'm stupid, like I'm like the lamest out of all of you guys.
You're amazing,
Spider-Man. Yeah, it was fucking. I just loved all of it. Seeing Toby back in his little fucking frog face, his stupid punchable frog face. I loved it. When him and Otto met up again, and he's like, Peter, you've grown. How are you? And he's like, trying to do better, Doc. I'm like, oh,
that's from the movie.
That's so good, man. So fucking good.
I'm gonna say one question. You're like, oh my god, I had so much more to say about
for
that.
Is that your? All right, asshole, go for it. Ask me. Ask me, just mocking me openly. Whatever.
So you said
Mhm.
that there are parts in the movie that you enjoyed. One of the parts you enjoyed was the ending. Explain.
Oh, like the post credit scene ending or the ending and the movie
swinging.
Oh my god, guys. Okay, I just want to say this, man.
Because I think every movie, Spider-Man movie ends with like that
The
final swing.
It's called the final swing in every Spider-Man movie. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I loved about the whole setup of the last thing. So in the ending, Doctor Strange makes everyone forget Peter.
Why if you're continuing on with this thing,
They
you
watched
watched
it. Okay, that's true. Sorry, my preamble. But anyways, I love what they're doing with Peter now because it feels like they're doing a revert to form. And it's the exact same reason why people loved the PS4 Spider-Man, which you haven't played. I've played, but it's like
I have an Xbox because I'm cool.
He's cool. I know, I'm a little virgin boy, but PS4 Spider-Man, some people would have argued online, who isn't arguing online, but he's quintessential Spider-Man. He's like the best of all of them. He's all of them wrapped, warped into one Peter.
He is Spider-Man.
He is Spider Prime.
Oh.
Yeah. But I love how they're just bringing Peter back to being so low. He has everything that anyone could ever talk shit about Peter, like Tom Holland's Peter, they got rid of. He has no one to rely on anymore. He truly is alone. He has no Tony Stark. No one remembers him. He's broke. He lives alone. He's in a rinky-dink
I wonder what job.
costume.
Obviously, he's gonna. I wonder how they're gonna give him a job.
I hope he works for the Bugle because no one knows who the fuck he is.
I know, but I don't. That'd be just interesting. Like he's a social media network, but he's a social media manager of Infowars.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Maybe they wouldn't work. Maybe he wouldn't be a Bugle guy.
Yeah, I think you got to switch it up.
I mean,
Bugle's not the same
and
anymore.
Peter hasn't shown any photography like.
Yeah, he just takes selfies, but everyone takes selfies.
Maybe he'll be like a coder, like a back end thing. Is he smart?
Oh, he's a nerd. Yeah,
he's like a nerd on.
Maybe he'll start a podcast with a friend he makes in coding school.
Yeah,
and then they'll become extremely
that's
successful.
When he meets Harry. Wait. What if he meets a Harry now?
Oh,
what if he meets
and then they start a podcast,
and then they call it the Harry and Peter podcast. Wow!
And then it adds extra intrigue because they just talk about superheroes, and Spider-Man, and then Peter's just like, oh yeah, what a fucking loser!
What a fucking loser!
How familiar is that?
Yeah.
Damn. This
is the part of that podcast where Justin has a stroke.
My brain is just so
fried from all the Spider-Man.
Just so overwhelmed.
Did you cry the first time you watched? No. Oh, so I'm just a pussy.
No, I was sad. I was like
the tear ducts were filling. Oh,
I can do a single tear.
Single tear. Yeah, man, that was. That's what I also. Sorry, we're gonna say something. I feel like I'm interrupting you.
I like Zendaya and Ned. I really hope they come back somehow.
Yeah, okay. So here's what I think.
Maybe
too, right?
maybe they'll just move to a different branch of the Moververse.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe they move on to a different friend group because Peter has so many girlfriends, so many friends. Maybe they come back later.
Yeah. Maybe they pop up in a show.
That'd be cool. But what I was gonna say is I fucking. Oh no, I forgot. What was I gonna say?
I don't know, but I really liked that the Spider-Man movie had Spider-Man in it. 3 times.
Three whole
I'm
servings.
really just trying to fill in. My brain is so fried I can't think of any point.
It was a long day, man.
Goblin.
Oh, dude, Willem Dafoe killed it.
Willem Dafoe.
Dafoe. The joke to that is Willem Dafoe's name sounds like a frog and a bird having a conversation. Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe. That's from How I Met Your Mother. Credit. But yeah, no, he's a scene stealer, dude. He killed
scary.
It. He's scary. I like the way they portrayed him, though. I was telling you earlier.
Yeah,
but it
made him nice and sweaty.
Well, like it's nice and sweaty.
Scary and
that
sweaty.
movie that came out with Andy Hopkins. I think that's his name. Not Christopher. Fuck. The guy who played Hannibal.
Oh, the father.
The movie, The Father. I feel like that's how Goblin was playing it. Just a guy. Who's like,
I definitely was on the split end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I thought it was like.
You are pure.
You are Spider-Man.
Come out. I love Willem Dafoe's I love Willem Dafoe's voice when he's the Goblin. It's just so menacing. And after seeing him in The Lighthouse, it's like this guy's fucking insane. And I love it.
Even in Midnight Alley with Guillermo del Toro's movie. I think it just came out last week.
Oh wow, he's in it.
He's in it, and he has a similar like kind of voice.
Oh,
in it.
really? Nice. Fucking everything in that movie is so good. Oh, actually, the one nitpick, two nitpicks. I think you know what I'm gonna say. Sandman and Blizzard,
You count them as two different people,
two different people.
two different nitpicks.
They're already no. You're right. One nitpick. Those two, they had nothing really to do, and that's. I mean, I guess that's kind of fair, but I don't know. I felt like Sandman in particular irked me. It's like I get you don't give a shit, but like, come on, like this. He had like 4 lines in the whole movie, and he's like,
He had 2 shots to
yeah.
him.
His whole thing was pretty much, I don't care. I want to go home. Like that's it. That's pretty much his motivation.
That's how he was in the other Spider-Man, though.
I guess that also in
So,
Spider-Man 3.
consistency.
I guess it's hard to give a character to someone who had no character in the movie he was in.
Yeah, they just have to put him in there.
Yeah, yes. I mean,
It was visually cool when he was doing the sand stuff.
yeah, I found it very fun not very fun. I found it very interesting how he was sand for most of the time. Like,
Because he wasn't available to act.
you're probably right. You're probably
For those who didn't hear me
smart.
whisper, I just said probably didn't have
was-
enough time to go
Yeah.
shoot more than one day.
Yeah. How do you feel with the CGI? I heard some critics online.
I
saying-
noticed that it got a little wonky.
Yes.
This is also because I had to like through the second watch, I wasn't like so like
so engrossed in it.
yeah, I could just kind of like step back a little bit.
Yeah.
And I did notice that it was wonky sometimes, but I feel like that's just a thing of Marvel movies where if you look for the CGI to be wonky, it's gonna be there.
Yeah. There were only some scenes I could.
But it wasn't
point
like
out.
distracting. It wasn't like
Yeah.
what's
There
this called?
was-
Like not Avengers. Black Panther at the end or Shang-Chi. It wasn't distracting like that.
Yeah. It was only distracting to me for like one shot, like particularly terrible to me when Strange is on top of the Liberty torch and they're doing a sweeping shot that looked pretty disgusting.
Yeah, some of the background stuff looked a little off sometimes. The lighting didn't match up.
It looks like that's what it was. It looks like they weren't in the same environment
Yeah.
as the thing. It was a little wonky.
And then there was it was weird because I feel like Toby, this is gonna fuck anyone up who hasn't watched the movie and is still listening.
yeah.
Every time they take off their masks,
Yeah.
it's so weird because it just like it looks like they don't have masks. Like they're just going like this, and then they just they just add in the mask in post.
Oh yeah.
Like they're always just suited up halfway without not half. I guess, it's
But
halfway.
like just like the torso.
Yeah, and then whenever they go like this, they're actually not like pulling off anything, or it's just like a really like I guess the prop mask they have is just
Something I noticed is like you can tell when they all have to edit it because they have shells. If you don't know how Spider-Man masks hold their
it's
shape,
not
it's
just like a sock.
yeah, it's a shell. That's how they hold like the
It's like
chiseled.
a helmet, and then they put a sock over.
That's
the
how
helmet.
they hold that jawline all the time.
Yeah,
and
and
that's
they
why you
have
don't
to
see them talk. Well, Tom Holland does because it's CGI'd, but
His was very
Yeah.
because I'm you can tell like the other two guys are suits more. They're like their suits are not as CGI redone.
so here's what I was gonna say. It's obvious that they had to switch because like it is a little like when they were running around, it's like this looks kind of like a game, like a PS2 game a little bit for some scenes, but also I was like when they take it off and they're standing around, it looks fine. But yeah. That's all I had to say about the CGI, I guess.
Let's
Fucking
see.
insane.
More Spider-Man things we can talk about.
It's so hard. I know this may be a shitty podcast. We're just so
We're just
burnt out.
overloaded.
We're so tired.
Uh,
Okay, Aunt May. This is what I wanted to talk about.
Sorry, that was a good point.
Aunt May dies in this.
No me padre de Santa Ecosia.
Bro, I cried like a baby. When
Oh, I didn't even hear you cry.
yeah, I was so Justin was sitting next to a guy who was apparently sobbing
Sobbing. He was crying frequently.
like a little bitch. If you went to the Young and Dundas Theater for the 12:45 show, 12:30 show,
And you sat beside two dickheads that look like us. And you were crying a lot.
you're a bitch. No, I cried too. It was fucking. So okay, here's my take on it. I liked it because I feel like everyone hates on Tom Holland, mostly for the whole like Ben Parker shit.
Yeah, but it's good to know that they just replaced it.
They just replaced
Which is nice
it.
because I mean,
It's a
you guys-
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, they're just changing it up. Things switcheroo.
Yeah.
And they were. I saw a video where
Mhm.
someone quoted a quote where they said that the 3 movies are the origin story. There is no single origin story.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, this is like a big ass prelude.
Yeah, prelude.
Prelude. Thank you.
Guess who's calling, guys? Tyler's calling, and we're gonna interrupt the podcast for Tyler.
Okay, let's see.
Let's get the audio on this time. Hold. What are you? We're podcasting right now. Do you want to be on the podcast again? Do you want to be on the podcast again?
Yeah, sure. Let's.
Okay.
What do you guys want me to do?
Do a little dance.
You interrupted us already. We're already started recording.
Oh, how far are you in?
We're doing the Spider-Man episode right now. We're 24 minutes in.
Bro, the Spider-Man episode.
Yeah. Hold on. Well, this is just gonna be audio of Tyler.
How was that, Tyler? How'd you like it?
Yeah. Wait. Don't say anything yet. I gotta screen record first.
Tyler, I loved the movie. It was so good.
Bro, okay, so Anne, she's, always skeptical about superhero movies.
Uh-huh.
And I love for Spider-Man, because she knows I would blow Spider-Man any day.
Yeah.
But
me too.
She's like, oh, I saw Ian's review on Instagram, and, he said he fucking hated it. I'm like, bro, it's definitely satire.
It is. It was satire.
Yeah, Ian would just see. Now you jumped the gun, Tyler. That was a later.
That was
bit. Now we have to introduce it now.
Bit. Thanks, Tyler. Okay, so thank you for introducing it.
Wait, we'll do it after. We have to get the guest on right now. Come on, Ian. Be responsible.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Tyler. What did your favorite part of the Spider-Man movie?
Oh, without spoilers or with
No, we're
in it.
We're too far gone now.
We're in it.
Oh my god. Okay, so honestly, I told Justin it's like my second favorite Spider-Man movie. So right. So Spider-Man 2 is my favorite Spider-Man movie, just for nostalgic reasons.
Mm-hmm. Safe choice.
But it's so okay. So my favorite part when he was beating the shit out of Green Goblin.
Yo,
shit literally felt like you ever played Batman Arkham Asylum?
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
And he just fucking pounding.
You hit him with a nasty 10-piece KFC combo.
Yo, he was going hard. It was like I was watching a UFC in the octagon fight, bro. People was beating a fucking mentally ill old man. It was so dirty.
And then William Dafoe was so good. I wish we could have him play every villain, to be honest. He was that good.
There's a multiverse out there where it's all Willem Dafoe.
Where he is the only villain.
He's the only villain.
He just changed his costumes.
Yeah, he's like Kang.
William Dafoe is on May, to be honest. That would be nice.
Willem Dafoe is the.
Did you say Willem Dafoe is Aunt May?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Oh. Come on, Spider-Man! With great power comes great goblin. It's like, what are you talking about?
So Willem Dafoe was your favorite part of the movie?
That's probably my favorite moment, to be honest. It was really good. Even the small moments where all the Peters were talking.
Yeah.
That was so good. I could literally watch that for an hour.
How'd you think about how'd you like the Lola in the scene?
Did you understand anything?
I was so amped when I saw representation. I was like, yo.
Yeah, usually I'm like representation. I'm just like, who cares?
But when it gets you,
when it's a Lola, when it's your culture, people are like, oh, Asian people, Shang-Chi. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not Chinese,
Yeah.
But Filipino, yo.
The best part it was actually bare authentic. It actually is something.
Yeah, my Lola gets mad about the dirt all the time.
Down shit. This was actually legit. I could see a Lola being like, yo.
Ay nako, Diyos ko po.
Even the look of the house was super Lola.
Yeah, it was super Filipino.
Yeah, there's just random knives everywhere. The TV set, the doilies, everything was on. Just bread.
Just pandesal.
Right
pandesal.
Oh, it definitely was, bro. It was round.
It was in a fucking it was baked and it was pandesal.
It was
pandesal.
Pandesal in MCU confirmed.
Oh my god, Ube in MCU confirmed. Let's go.
What was your least favorite part of the movie, Tyler Taka? Sorry, I'm.
Least favorite part.
See this whole gubby. Tyler Jamie Taka.
Do you have not a least favorite part?
No flaws for Tyler.
Nothing sticks out to you like a sore.
Like a sore green or sandy.
Nothing.
I really did like everything. I just felt like I was just so sad at the end. The ending actually got me so sad.
Yo,
fuck.
This next, whatever they're planning for Tom Holland, if they're doing a new trilogy or whatever, it's gonna be sad. But that's how everyone likes Spider-Man. They like him sad and depressed and down in the
I got a couple Easter eggs because all my TikToks have been Spider-Man based. But so they were supposed to kill off Tobey Maguire. There was talks that they were gonna kill Tobey Maguire when he got stabbed. So the scenes at the end, they reshot those. That was in the original.
Oh, there's a cut where he dies.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that means they might bring him back for a Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, so people are saying that they might bring back Andrew for some movies just because Andrew tested really well with audiences.
Yeah,
he really did. The next thing was Hobgoblin. If you notice, Ned's varsity jacket is the exact same colors as Hobgoblin. So people were pointing that out and being like, yo, this guy's gonna turn.
See, that's what I was saying to Justin because I'm like, he promised
he promised Peter, I promise I won't become a villain and I won't kill you. But then he forgot who Peter was anyways. And the last time he promised something, he's like, oh, I promise, or he foreshadowed, I have magic in my fingers, and that turned out to be true. So maybe he will turn into a villain and try to kill Peter.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it'll be Hobgoblin, but they're definitely teasing the idea.
Oh, he's gonna be a fucking evil wizard now?
Remember he was in talks to be Moon Knight, Andrew Garfield, and then they pulled it out.
I had no idea that was. Oh, that makes sense. I was like, no, we got something else for you, baby. We got Sony Spider-Man 3 ready.
So here's my confusion, like.
Sure.
Oh, because I didn't watch the Venom movies, but I think this makes sense now. But like, basically in the Venom movie, they like see Spider-Man, so they actually know who he is.
No, they don't.
So that's why he gets. Yeah, they know Peter Parker.
No, there's no Peter Parker, and this is the first occurrence of Peter Parker in the Venom movie. The explanation for why he knows Venom is because the symbiote speaks through multiverses. So the Venom,
the hive mind.
Yeah, so that Venom that Tom Hardy knows the Venom from Topher Grace, and they know that he is Spider-Man, and they communicate.
Oh, I thought at the end of Let There Be Carnage, he like transdimensionally.
No, because he gets warped from when Doctor Strange messes up. That brings him in.
Yo, do you know?
I'll explain later.
Did you guys see on because they had like the Daily Bugle TikTok? You know, I thought it was really interesting that
I follow.
Wow. Yo, there was a TikTok ad in the movie.
Yeah.
Flash Thompson's like thing was like Patriot. Did you guys see that? It's like he has like different things he's known for, like so like under like Peter Parker, like Spider-Man. So people think that's like an Easter egg to like him being
Agent Venom.
Yeah, Agent Venom or whatever the character.
I don't want him to get Venom.
No, not
He's
Tony Revolori.
Yeah, not Tony Revolori. He's such a dick.
Maybe another guy. Maybe
give it to an alternate Eddie Brock, or
just make a new guy,
or just give it to Tom Holland and let it figure out. I just
want to see Tom Holland get back MJ. Like, so sad.
That's what I know. Zendaya's so good in this movie.
I heard
she was really good.
A friend of me, I was talking to my friend on the bus on the way here, and she said like maybe this isn't a chance for them to explore Gwen Stacy in the MCU. You know, maybe like because at the end of the movie, I'm not sure if you saw, Peter didn't actually graduate. He had a GED.
No, he has a GED.
He has a GED manual.
He's stupid.
So he has to go through. He's an idiot.
He's a fucking loser.
Dropout scumbag.
Yo, this guy lived like he actually gave up an extra 4 years, bro. That's actually tough.
Yeah, and his aunt died. No one fucking remembers that he's doing high school again. Fucking sucks, dude. Sucks.
Yeah. I don't even think you need to.
No, you don't have to do it all 4 years. You just have to take the GED.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Can you believe that?
But he's so smart as shit, to be honest.
I feel like he needs to study.
Bro, he doesn't.
Out of all the three Spider-Mans, Tobey Maguire is definitely the stupidest. Because I was watching the Spider-Man movies all over again, and this guy wants to be a photographer. Like, he doesn't even like sciences in that movie.
I watched all of all he really does is he always spouts some random shit. Like, the smartest we ever seen him was in 2, when he's like, oh, what is this? He's like, it's a reactor, and if you equalize the thing by the curves, then you get a sun. Oh, he knows his stuff. It's like, okay, I guess he knows his stuff.
Andrew was smart, though.
Andrew was smart. Andrew was always As soon as Andrew came in, this guy's like, string theory? The perfect dispersal of mass? It's all real? Yup. Fuck yeah, I knew it.
I'm a nerd.
I'm a nerd who just straight up admitting to almost killing humans with my bare spider hands.
Yeah, we all have our issues.
I hope we get Andrew back. I think now that he came back in this sense, a lot of people are finally expressing their love for Andrew.
I always loved
it's
Andrew.
So crazy, bro. I've watched so many TikToks being like, Andrew is the best Spider-Man.
I mean, let's not,
I would say so.
That's your
No, I still think, I don't know, it's hard for me. I think, like, nostalgia.
I have no attachment to Tobey Maguire, so.
I think what they tried doing with this movie, too, is they tried squashing that.
Yeah, they did. They're like, there's no need for beef. We can all love all three of them.
I was telling Justin, I mentioned it earlier in the pod, how, like, it's very funny how, like, Tom's like Toby's eldest brother needing to talk to the middle brother about like, hey man, you're good. You got the confidence. You're amazing. It was awesome.
And then Andrew's like, no, I'm not that good. I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. I do bad things.
Such humble brag. He's like, stop. He humble bragged a lot in the.
Yeah, but that was his character.
That's his character. He's kind of cocky. He's
kind of a dickhead.
I cured my villain. No big deal.
I already did it. I can do it again.
And they're like, okay. And he's like, that's what I said. It's no big deal. Just walked away.
I like how out of all the spider people, he was the only one who put on a lab coat.
Yeah, well, that Spider-Man loved dressing up. He put a fucking fireman hat on.
He did like dressing up. That's a little detail that I liked.
That's one thing in the Amazing Spider-Man universe that I always thought was so funny. I'm like, you went out of your way to put a fireman hat on while people were dying. It's like, guys, hold on. This is gonna be really funny. I'm Spider Fireman.
Spider Fireman.
Fire Spider-Man. I'm Fireman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing words, Tyler, before we kick you off the podcast for another extended interview later on in the future?
What do I want to say?
Imagine I just cut him off and we just come back. All right, that was useless. What a waste of time.
Plug something. You got something to plug?
Oh, Jamie Foxx's hairline was fire.
He didn't have a hairline before. Bro, in the do you remember in Amazing Spider-Man 2, he had no hair in the middle. He had Homer hair, bro.
He got that ramen hair, bro.
The electricity didn't just fix his tooth, it fixed his hairline.
It accelerated his hair follicles.
It massaged the follicles and supercharged them.
Saying.
Thanks for being on the podcast, Tyler.
Your hair is heat, bro. I fuck with it. I don't know what you did with it, but it's actually kind of nice.
I just bleached it. Thank you, Tyler.
Okay, bye, guys.
Thanks for being on the podcast. Bye. Nice. Thanks, FaceTime. And I'm going to have to sync the audio later. Okay, wow. What a great little surprise to be called in by the assistant again. Now I changed the framing.
Oh, it's fucked. Fix it. It's fine.
But well, that was good. That kind of
filled it.
Yeah.
But
some points to talk about.
That was kind of a segue. I want to read some of the responses I got.
Oh yeah. So as
Explain.
Tyler mentioned, Ian posted on a story after we watched the movie. He posted a very clickbaity thing on his Instagram story. Follow Ian's Instagram story. To generate some content that we'll now read to you. So Ian, what were some content words that people said to you?
So for reference, the thing I said was, the fuck? Spider-Man was ass. No context.
That is all.
At all.
2 bars of text.
2 bars of text. And people rolled with it. I had one person say, stop. I had another person say, what?
All caps.
All caps.
Both of them were all caps.
I had one person say,
so they said something.
They said a lot.
They said a lot of things. They had a conversation.
They said LMAO. And I said, you get it? And then she said, I literally felt the same way. I was like, this was ass. Why? Everyone was like, no, it's so good. I was like, fuck off. No. And I said, interesting. I actually liked it. I just wanted to see what people would say. And she said, no, I literally hated it. The amount of pain it gave me. Am I still going to see it? Am I still going to see it again tonight? Yeah, I am. But and I said, that's very interesting. Why'd you hate it so much? And then she just said, it was so good it hurt.
Wow. And painful pain.
And I got a few more actually as we were talking. Mikey said something to me.
Mikey.
Or I think he sent it to the group chat.
No, he said it to you directly.
Oh. Hot take, my friend. Hot take indeed.
Yeah. Wow.
It was.
Oh, right. That was not as violent as I expected. Maybe the violence will come in a little later.
I had another person. I just remembered.
Oh, nice.
Someone said, we had a little conversation. He said, yo, you dead ass, you think so? I watched it too. Like in comparison to what people were saying, this me. I didn't watch this video, so let's watch it.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't going, nah, it ain't gonna work. Not going.
That's very funny. So yeah, that's exactly, that's how I felt too. I was like,
can you save that video?
I will save that video. It's pretty funny. You're gonna insert it?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah,
send it to me now before you forget.
For the most part, it seems like people
mostly enjoyed it.
Mostly people enjoyed it, and that's fair. It's a really,
it's a movie, and it starts and ends,
and has characters.
Yes.
Most importantly, settings.
Yep. And there's things that happen in the movie, and people change costumes.
Yeah, costume. Can we talk about that? How the fuck did I know for a fact they added so many different costumes for Holland just for the toy money. I
mean, I didn't spend $15 on Fortnite to get the Spider-Man skin. Who would do such a thing?
See, it's already working.
See, who's an idiot who would do that when you can spend $10 and again just play Fortnite for 40 hours and then get the free Spider-Man in the Battle Pass? Who would do such a thing? I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't play Fortnite. Big Black Shack at Fortnite.com.
Anyways, so yeah, everyone go play.
But I thought it was interesting. I thought it was kind of cool that they're like, it's not really a new suit. It's just the same suit from before. They just flipped it, dipped it inside out. And then they kind of like,
and then they literally just gave the nanotech to his other suit to make his heart.
That's what I was thinking. Why did he make a new suit if all his other suits were still there? Like his Iron Spider suit.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless because it got broken by like the...
Oh, like it got fucked up so bad?
Yeah,
maybe.
I guess.
And maybe he lost his charger for it, like the
yeah, maybe he got
claimed.
evicted.
But yeah, man.
I mean, he kept the fucking beep beep.
The what?
The Lego guy.
Oh, he did keep his little Lego guy.
I don't know. We're getting into it too deep, but it's fine.
But yeah, no, I thought it was very funny how it was how that was the case where I'm like, because even his inside out suit, it got leaked like months ago from Hot Toys, like his Hot Toys figurine.
Oh, the black
one with the magic
with wires and stuff.
Yeah, and
that's very uncomfortable seeing, like, if that's supposed to be what he's actually wearing all the time, bro. All those wires just...
Yeah, but Tom Holland's body is rock hard and he's Spider-Man. He can do what he wants. Like Justin's body. Justin recently sent a picture to the group chat of him shirtless. And guys, you will not believe when I say Justin has a body that just won't quit.
No.
It is...
Give me a year. Give me 2 years and then we can start talking.
Give you 2 years, you'll be The Rock.
No, it's fine.
Give you 2 years, you're gonna look like Bruce Lee in his prime.
That's the goal.
Just a lean
machine,
ass-eating machine.
I don't know about the ass eating, but sure.
He's gonna be eating.
Okay,
ass.
back to Spider-Man. I really liked. Oh, I think I mentioned it earlier, but I think everyone was really well. Like it came together really well. I mean, I didn't really say much. You just said a lot, but
yeah.
I thought how everyone else's arcs, like from other movies, kind of got tied in. Like not even the villains. Like May's storyline came through really well with Feast and whatnot, and then MJ and Ned's their storyline, like from like, well, Ned's he's been pretty consistent overall, but like MJ's thing or Michelle's thing from the beginning to now, I thought it was interesting to see like after Peter made everyone forget, how she changed her hair to be like how it was in the first Homecoming.
Yeah.
And how she acted more like reserved and like before she was a lot more open when she was still with Peter.
Yeah.
Although it's kind of biased because every time she was more open, Peter was there. But I mean, it's kind of, Ned was still there, but she kind of closed up a little bit. I noticed now that Peter's not there, which is an interesting little detail.
Yeah. Yeah. But but also at the same time, she was like, I'm usually not excited for things, but this time I'm excited. So maybe that's just residual Peter memory where she's like, oh, those feelings are still there because I was excited to go with you, but I don't remember who you are. So maybe that's what it was. But also, I think what it was is I think she still changed, but Peter just isn't in her life anymore.
I like the detail for Peter when he was in his astral projection body where they have this.
Dude, that was so fucking good. I loved it. I love it
like
when
it was
they do,
like so like when they pull it from the bookies.
Yeah,
and
man, and that was such a good representation of it. It was so fucking good. And I love how Doctor Strange is like, like you shouldn't be able to do, and the sound effects, the Foley, so cartoony. I loved it. I fucking loved it. Oh, that whole movie.
I really want to go frame by. I really hope that they make a better look of that final suit because it was at night. It was shiny as fuck. It was snow. That shit was so hard to see.
Yeah.
All I could tell that was glittery as fuck. That was
that shit was like spandex.
That was so shiny.
Fucking crazy.
Watching the next Spider-Man appearance, it's just like not shiny.
Not shiny at all. But you know, it's so backed. I think it makes sense that he goes to that suit because again, this whole end of movie, like Justin heard from that one video where this was a prelude and this is the origin of Peter of Spider-Man. Before he was Spider-Boy. Now he's Spider-Man. And I think him going back to his his new suit that he made for himself is like the most OG accurate suit. Literally red and blue.
Like more OG than
more OG than any of them.
Than Andrews. It's OG to the original, like the first appearance,
like the cartoons,
Amazing Fantasy appearance.
Yeah,
not like the Spider-Man comic.
Yeah,
like the pre-Spider-Man days where it was just like that because it had the little spider too.
Yeah,
I mean it was really hard to see because it was dark as fuck.
But again, it looked absolutely. I think it's just a great way to end a film on something like that, and I think. I don't know how.
I think he kept the mask from the other suit though.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Because I think
because the eyes still moved. Yeah.
Yeah, and when it was on his bed, it was the same mask.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I told Josh. I'm like, yeah, I think he by the end of the movie, he didn't wear the mask at all.
Yeah, yeah.
I always think it's funny that he has like one pocket in his back for his phone.
Yeah, he likes
Because he would always go like whenever he was answering a phone call, it would just be like,
or he tucked it between his butt cheeks and he just reached in there really quick.
Like a drag queen,
Like a drag for tucking, yeah. The odd
I can't believe that.
What an odd reference.
What an odd reference.
You watch a lot of RuPaul?
No. I think
Interesting.
I'll watch maybe 5 episodes in total in my life.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why it came up to me like that so quickly.
But yeah, I'm just so excited to see where the future goes. I like how Tom Holland. Yeah, buddy. I like how Tom Holland was all like, I don't know if I'm gonna do any more movies.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to do more movies.
This motherfucker. They set up for Venom. They're gonna do more fucking movies. They're gonna do way more fucking movies. I really know, like you said, I really do hope they bring back Zendaya and Ned to
Jacob.
capacity. But I'm excited to see Peter in university. I think that's where a lot of his
I don't know if he's going to university because he's an idiot. He has to do his GED, remember?
Well, listen, he's a smart kid. He'll breeze through the
Can
GED.
you believe that in the States, you can skip high school and just do one big test and you get the same level of qualification?
Yeah, isn't that great?
I know.
Speedrun it. Speedrun life.
That's what I thought. That's
funny
the
they
big
did
thing
that
I
with
took away.
university. One big test for one thing you want to do, and that's that. But actually, no, I think that'd be too much pressure. I'd crack. I'd probably freak. Isn't that like what lawyers do with the LSATs?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, like here's the one test that decides if you're a lawyer, no matter how many schooling you do.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked.
That's fun. America.
Oh, law? But fucking Matthew Murdock was in there.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Can we talk about the amazing rollout that's happening between the Hawkeye series and Spider-Man?
Smooth.
We talked about this on the train, but I'm going to reiterate.
Trains.
Whoa. I think. Oh God. Justin, I'm feeling little tingles in my fingies.
And I have a single in my pee-pee.
And I do. Ooh. Nice. But yeah, Matthew Murdock, fucking Daredevil from the Netflix show.
I'm a great lawyer.
Is in it.
I'm a really good lawyer. There's a line, sorry.
I'm a really good lawyer. That's why I can catch shit and I'm blind. But anyways, so I say if you're not watching Hawkeye, what the fuck are you doing? It's a fun Christmas thriller.
It's not as gripping or as engaging as Loki. It's there. It has. It
there.
starts
it's
and
just
ends.
Fun. It's fun.
It's fun.
I'm not gonna say it's as plot heavy as Winter Soldier.
It's a lot
either.
more fun though. This is the more comedy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just love it for Kate and Yelena. That's pretty much.
Yeah, and she only came for the last 3 episodes.
Yep, and yeah. Anyways, but if you haven't watched, they introduced spoilers for Hawkeye. They introduced Vincent D'Onofrio, who was indeed the kingpin of the Netflix show. And what a fucking great time because people are talking about it. And then boom, bada bing, in the first 20 minutes of the fucking movie, we see Matthew fucking Murdock portrayed by who? Charlie
Cox.
Sucking Cox, exactly. Fucking love that guy.
I really hope Punisher comes back because I thought John Bernthal was really solid casted.
Johnny Berthy was my fucking favorite. If they don't bring him back for him or at least Wolverine, it's done. But I think
I think he works better as Punisher than
Wolverine. I mean, I think he's the same height as Wolverine. They're both like 5'4" or 5'3".
So you height.
Oh my God, I can be Wolverine.
You can
just wait till I hit the gym and I get Justin's banging bod.
It's not banging. It's like okay.
Just take the compliment, Andrew. Take the fucking. You're amazing, Spider-Man. You are the Andrew, huh? And I'm the Toby because of the body of a 43-year-old.
Dude, I was just thinking, okay, before we get on Daredevil and stuff, bro, there are so many times where Toby's face is just empty. And I'm like, what's going on in your little brain of yours?
No thoughts. No thoughts behind his stupid frog eyes.
I just love his face because he's just like.
See, I think it's so good because, okay, so again, I mentioned this earlier. I watched all of the Sam Raimis. I love his version of Peter Parker because he's so froggy and dorky and life sucks for him. Like his life absolutely eats ass. And
my back.
Of course, my back. Oh, my back. Of course, that dude who looks like that would have a shit life. Like, yeah, life wants to punch you in your stupid, froggy, saggy face. You know what I mean? Like he's so fucking ugly.
Like you have a gambling addiction.
Yeah, in real life, no wonder. Even life in real life wants to punch you in your stupid froggy face. You were in The Great Gatsby. What a shit movie that was, eh? Good book shit movie, you ugly face. I'm sorry, Tobey Maguire. I love you. I absolutely love you.
He's handsome.
He's handsome for a frog. I loved him in Princess and the Frog. He was great. I loved him as Shrek's dad, or Shrek or Fiona's dad in Shrek. He was fantastic. He looks like the fucking turtle from Over the Hedge. Like, I don't understand how he got the role. He beat Jake Gyllenhaal in the 90s. Can you believe that? Donnie Darko. He beat Donnie Darko. Seabiscuit Frog-Faced Maguire beat Donnie Darko. Ridiculous.
What's Seabiscuit?
It's a horse movie he was in. And with a horse called Seabiscuit. But yeah, I love Toby. Okay. Toby's great. And I'm going to say this too. Spider-Man 3, not as bad as I remember.
Oh, okay. So,
okay.
So let's just close out on Daredevil stuff. Can't wait to see more. Hope there's more. Hope to see the team up of Daredevil and Spider-Man.
Oh my god, I hope it's gonna
something
be so
like that.
good. I hope we see an older Spider-Man, big grizzled.
I just hope we see more Spider-Man.
I just want more Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Any Spider-Man.
I just want Spider-Man in my mouth.
We're getting that. Ooh, a web
like
full.
a gummy.
A web full of Toby gum. Gummy Toby.
No,
Shoot right in my mouth.
I was thinking of like those child gummies where they have like the faces on them that give me cavities. But it's fine. I'll suffer through it.
Fun fact. Before we get to Daredevil, there's a Spider-Man comic where Aunt May dies or gets killed. Spoiler for the comic books. I don't know what it's called. But he figures out that Kingpin's the one who did it. So he goes to jail, takes his mask off, beats the absolute living shit out of him.
Wow.
Puts his web shooter up to his mouth, and he's like, if you don't leave my family or me alone, I will fill you to the brim with the webs. And then he was going to do it, and then Kingpin's like, okay, I'll leave you alone. And then he beat the shit out of him again and left.
Wow.
Dark.
I need to find this and put this in the show notes.
Yeah, I will. It's insane. That
sounds ridiculous, and I want to see it.
He takes his fucking. He's like, I want everyone to know who I am and that I kicked your fucking ass.
Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of Spider-Man No Way Home. If you just
yeah, that's true. But yeah, that just reminded me of that.
Okay, let's close the podcast. This Spider-Man podcast out on comparing the Spider-Mans of past, present, future.
This isn't going to be controversial.
Go first, Ian.
So what do you want me to do? Who's best? Do you want me to rank them?
We can rank
my favorite,
the spiders, and then rank the movies,
like their series.
No, individually.
All the movies. Okay, okay, fine. Spiders.
We're gonna go top to bottom.
So my worst thing.
Yes. You only have 3, so
I know, but it's so little, it's so hard. I don't want to. It's gonna be controversial. I'm gonna say, I love Toby, but I'm gonna have to put him last. I put Andrew over Toby, so it's Toby, Andrew, Holland for me.
Why?
I think Andrew is a great actor, and I love the way
he acted the shit out in this movie.
Yeah, he acted. He acted the shit out.
He acted his heart out.
But for me, I just think I like
Hacksaw Spider.
Hacksaw Spider Ridge. But I liked Andrew so much in general because I like his charisma he brought to the role. He was very, he's very edgy. He's a very different Spider-Man. Like around that time, Christian Bale was Batman. So they were kind of transitioning. At that time, everyone loved the grittier Spider-Man.
I'm gritty.
And I can see the case for both, but I think I just like Andrew more as a person and actor. So maybe that's why I put him over him. Not the way the story was written, because I think just Andrew Garfield movies, sorry buddy, they're atrocious.
It's fine.
And it's fine, but I just prefer Andrew as a Spider-Man, if that makes any sense to anybody.
It does make sense.
Toby's just a little dorky boy. Even as Spider-Man.
We already explained your hatred for Tobey Maguire.
He's a little dork. Inside the suit, outside
said.
suit. He's a fucking idiot. In Spider-Man 3, he openly kisses another woman in front of his fiance. What? You fucking idiot. No other Spider-Man would do that except you, frog face. Tom Holland, I don't care what you call him.
Spider frog. Kissing women in front of your dog.
It's like Thor Frog in Loki, but it's Sprog. It's Spider Frog. Tom Holland, I love him. I love the character. I love how he's connected in the MCU. I love how they integrate his writing. No Uncle Ben. He has Aunt May now. Whatever. Maybe he was too young to even meet Uncle Ben. Grow up. Who gives a shit? It's a made up character. I just love him because he's charismatic as fuck. That's all I can say. In terms of movies, this is gonna be a
bottom to top, Ian. Bottom to top.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna say Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man 1, Far From Home, Homecoming, Spider-Man 2. No. Switch. No, okay, that's fine. Whatever. And then what I say? I said Spider-Man 2, then Far From Home.
You missed Spider-Verse.
Oh. Spider-Verse is like above. Oh shit. Put in the second slot.
So what's first?
Far From Home. Yeah, I love Far From Home. But again, maybe I just saw it.
What?
Yeah.
Far From Home.
No Way Home. Sorry, I fucked up the lead.
I'm like, you like the
No.
spider spy?
I messed up. But No Way Home. No, but No Way Home, I love that movie. It has you. If you like Spider-Man, this is the movie. If it's not Spider-Verse
this is the value.
this is everything everyone argues about. All you sweaty little bitches.
Sweaty spiders.
This is the
stands.
movie. This is the movie that pays off all the fan service. So it's this and then Spider-Verse. That's top 2 for me.
Wow. Okay, I'll go bottom to top for movies. Excluding Sam Raimi's movies because I haven't watched them.
Fair enough.
So, short list compared to yours.
Yeah.
I won't. I mean, it's kind of dumb to rank 2 spider people, so I won't do that.
Yeah.
But we'll go bottom to top. Okay. Remember, I have not watched the Raimi films, and I may eventually watch them, but not right now.
Don't send death threats to Justin.
It's fine. I need attention. Let's go. Amazing Spider-Man 1
Oh wow,
as the bottom.
that's bold.
Why?
You're putting 2 anywhere not bottom is bold.
Oh, sorry. It has a sentimental value
yeah,
for me.
true.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, the Spy Spider-Man,
Far From
Far
Home.
From Home. Then, Homecoming.
Okay.
Then, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Sentimental reasons. I think I've explained this on the podcast before. This is the movie that got me into movies. Without this movie, there's no Justin Ian podcast. There's no everything else. So it's very important. It only has sentimental value for me, and I don't watch it ever again. I keep it locked away in that one screening I watched it as a kid. It has never been revisited, and it's staying
You don't
there
have
for a
to.
reason.
You just romanticize it. It doesn't have to.
This movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, and then the Spider-Verse
yeah.
is the number 1 movie for
Spider-Verse
Spider-Man.
was a good movie, man.
Yeah.
They even kind of hinted
If
at
we're
a
going
black
by how much
Spider-Man.
money I spent, even Spider-Verse has the most because I watched it the most. I also got the Jordans from that movie.
Yeah, he wore those Jordans to the
Yeah, those are my
Spider-Man.
favorites. If I had to give up all my sneakers, that was the only sneaker I'd keep.
So who are you putting over? Let's rank the 2 Spider-Man.
My 2
Andrew over Tom.
I am doing
Yeah.
Andrew over
Throw Miles
Tom
in
Holland. No, I still Andrew over Tom Holland. It's just because Andrew is just so cool, and
He's
I
a
wanted
cool
to be
guy.
like. After that, I watched Spider-Man. I'm just like, give me his haircut. I went to the barber, I'm like, haircut. This is mine.
there. Yeah, he had like a weird like quaff. kind
Yeah,
of
it was
thing
just
going
like
on.
cool.
And
He had a Thrasher
he wore
shirt.
Thrasher
How
too.
more Justin is that?
You know what's funny? A lot of people on TikTok have been.
He wore dunks. Like, come on.
He wore dunks. He was wearing dunks. A lot of people on TikTok are saying how I think even Andrew confirmed to himself he wanted to portray his Spider-Man as bisexual.
Oh.
Yeah, and a lot of people now looking back to like this guy was definitely like indie bi boy. Like look what he was wearing. Like motherfucker. Someone on TikTok said like motherfucker wore a Thrasher tee to a graduation ceremony, and you're telling me he wasn't bisexual? And I'm like,
Oh, I don't know.
I was fucking dying.
Is
But yeah,
that a thing?
I mean, I guess it's like a stereotype. I don't know.
Oh, speaking of ads, there's TikTok like straight up in this.
Straight
movie.
up
There was
TikTok.
a shot of them scrolling on
Yeah.
TikTok.
No, it wasn't like an offshoot, like an
No,
Hawkeye.
it was a close up. Look at us on TikTok.
Same interface, same everything.
There was a TikTok shot in Hawkeye.
They have TikTok, but there was no interface. It was just scrolling.
Oh no, but in this movie it was
It had
straight up
interface everything. Yeah,
screen name. They scrolled,
Yeah.
and then later on there was an ad for TikTok in Times Square.
that's again because
They had a collaboration.
They have a collab and they have an official TikTok thing.
Yeah, I've got Spider-Man TikTok ads where they replaced the movie with the
Oh,
bits from people.
there's an official Spider-Man filter that's popping off right
What
now
is
on
it?
TikTok.
Just your face.
No, you open a portal.
That's Doctor Strange.
Yeah, but then I guess What the fuck?
And then I thought you would be like, oh, you get the mask.
No, it's literally like you open a ring and then you can replace the image with whatever you want.
That's Doctor Strange. You're doing promo for a movie that doesn't even have the trailer out officially.
Someone did it, and then when they opened the portal, it was Andrew Garfield's ass,
Oh yeah.
like in his spider suit. He was
Nice.
thick.
Yeah, me too.
I watched it. He was that's you in your dickies,
Yeah. Me and my sweatpants.
and that was the podcast. Everybody, we're ending on Justin's ass today.
No, let me close it out on something better.
Your ass is the best.
I know it is the
It's
best.
You complimented me on my ass last time.
That was last time.
Now it's my turn.
Thanks.
We're ending on Justin's
No,
ass.
please wait. I want to say one more thing before we
Okay,
end on
what?
my ass.
What?
I'm trying to think of something to say before we end on our
Bye,
ass.
everyone.
No,
ending
wait,
on Justin's
no.
sweet plump rump. Bye.
That is episode 39.
39.
Of the Justin Yin podcast, Spider-Man No Way Home review. Spoilers.
Watch it. If you sat all the way through, you can skip to the timestamp. We're doing it now at the end.
Here's the part where we don't talk about
Yeah.
spoilers here. And it just sends you back to the beginning. Where we're in the cold open.
We come back to a part. Use a soundbite. Just as like, Aunt May dies. Aunt May dies. Right there. That should be the spoiler alert. We're getting to spoiler territory. Aunt May dies. Aunt May dies. Aunt May dies.
No.
All right,
maybe.
Justin's plump rump won't quit. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.